Korean War. Subscribe, Universal Tutor. The Korean War, 1950–1953, was a conflict between North Korea, supported by China and the Soviet Union, and South Korea, supported by the United States and other United Nations, UN, member countries. The war began on June 25, 1950, when North Korean forces, led by Kim Il-sung and backed by the Soviet Union, crossed the 38th parallel and invaded South Korea, led by President Syngman Rhee. Overview of the key events and phases of the Korean War. Outbreak of war, 1950–1951. 1. North Korean forces swiftly advanced, capturing Seoul, the capital of South Korea, within 3 days of the invasion. 2. The United Nations Security Council, with the Soviet Union absent due to a boycott, passed a resolution condemning the invasion and calling for a UN-led intervention to repel North Korean forces. UN intervention and stalemate, 1950–1951. 1. Under the command of General Douglas MacArthur, a UN coalition, largely led by U.S. forces, conducted a successful amphibious landing at Incheon, cutting off North Korean forces and recapturing Seoul. 2. The UN forces continued to push northward, nearly reaching the Chinese border. 2. However, China, fearing a U.S.-controlled unified Korea, intervened by sending its troops to support North Korea. 3. This Chinese intervention pushed UN forces back, leading to a prolonged stalemate along the 38th parallel. Stalemate and negotiations, 1951–1953. 1. The war settled into a static frontline along the 38th parallel, with neither side making significant gains. 2. Negotiations for a ceasefire and armistice began in July 1951 at the village of Panmunjom. 2. These negotiations were challenging due to disagreements over various issues, including the repatriation of prisoners of war. Armistice and ceasefire, 1953. 1. After years of negotiations, a formal armistice agreement was signed on July 27, 1953, effectively ending the active fighting in the Korean War. 2. The 38th parallel was established as the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a heavily fortified buffer zone separating North and South Korea. Aftermath and impact. 1. The war resulted in a divided Korea, with the North becoming a communist state under Kim Il-sung's leadership and the South adopting a democratic system under President Syngman Rhee. 2. An estimated 2.5 million soldiers and civilians were killed or wounded during the war, and it left the Korean peninsula deeply scarred. 3. The conflict reinforced Cold War tensions, as it was seen as a proxy war between the United States and the Soviet Union. 4. The Korean War technically never ended with a peace treaty, leaving North and South Korea in a state of armistice. The Korean War had significant geopolitical implications, and its legacy still influences the dynamics of the Korean peninsula today, with North and South Korea remaining divided and tensions persisting between them. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.